Are you tired of sitting on your couch, eating Pringles?
Let me tell you something. It'd be a whole different show if I do The Bachelor. Let me tell you, first of all them little young girls, they be hog-tied in the basement.
Like, oh my God, I can't believe, like, that's the sweetest thing. I was like, oh my God, I can't.
You and Nick had your second anniversary recently. That's amazing. So are you becoming, I feel like sometimes when couples are together, you start to like be like each other. Are y'all that yet?
Well, I have become a lot neater than I used to be. I put my shoes together now because he puts his shoes together and I don't want to be the one who's a mess. I eat on the dining table now, which I hated doing. I used to love eating on the couch, in my blanket, you know. But he likes to sit on the dining table, so I've started becoming a little bit like that. Yeah, so I think I'm the one who's changed.
No, I love that though. His personality, I would have totally expected him to be like a clean freak. So
Completely.
Yeah.
Even his closet, like all the hangers are sort of distanced together and mine's like a drawer full of just clothes.
Oh my God, I love that. I love that. I've heard that you speak about co-parenting, and I'm doing that right now too. It's tough. Is it harder than you thought? Like, you know, is it working with you and Tristan? Because I know with me and Brandon, it's just a difficult thing because we're in different places, and it's like we both agree on like the main things, but it's a hard thing when you're not together all the time. For me personally, has it been hard for you?
You know, my parents were the most perfect example, and I was really blessed and fortunate to have that as my example and to see that. And even with my stepdad and the integration of all of that and how my dad and my stepdad dealt with one another was really just such a beautiful thing to witness. They played golf once a week, and I'm sure that wasn't easy for my dad, but he did it for us. And so having that really selfless example was awesome for us. So I think with all of us, whether it be Courtney and Scott or Tristan and myself, I try to mirror that and always keep it about the kids. But with Tristan, it's a trust thing, and Tristan is so great and really trusts me as a mom and knows I'm always gonna do the right thing for True. So he really doesn't tell me no a lot of the times, and I'm grateful for that because I think as moms, we just sort of feel like we have the right to, like, we know what we're doing with our kids.
Yeah.
But it was fun. The other day True was going to be 3 in April, and I wanted to give her her very first trim. And when I mean trim, like not even half an inch. I just wanted to cut some of her baby hairs. And Tristan, I don't think, has ever told me no. And he really freaked out by me wanting to cut her hair. And it was so crazy to me how he was freaking out. He called my brother for my brother to talk me out of it. He called my mom. I was like, oh my God, I wasn't going to give her a trim. I didn't know he was that adamant about it until everybody else started calling me. But I didn't do it because I also have to, you know, show him that okay, if you don't want me to do something that badly, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
So it's just, I think, great with communication, and trust is the most important thing, I think, with raising kids.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're right too. I think that's what Brandon and I focus on too, is like, as long as you make sure it's about the children and their best interest, then we're both on board. I love how open you are. You actually got a COVID vaccine live on today. So some think it's controversial. So why was it important to you to do on air?
Look, I think that I'm sadly, I'm the only one on the Today Show old enough to get the shot. I'm over 65. And by the way, that ties into the other issue. You know, a lot of people have been putting off getting health checks, normal health checks, because of the pandemic, either because they've had to, or, you know, it's just been difficult. So, and I think there's been some reluctance for people to get it. And especially, again, not to harp on this, but, you know, people of color and Latinx folks and have had issues, you know, they're in those communities getting the vaccine. So I just wanted to go in there and try to show people, hey, look, this is easy if you can get it. Now, look, there are a lot of issues with supply, but I think it's important. The only way we're gonna lick this thing is for us to all take responsibility for ourselves and for other people. So that means wearing a mask. That means doing social distancing, washing hands, and getting your COVID vaccine.
And so we can get our lives back. How about that? Yeah.
That's right. And in fact, our parent company, Comcast, NBC Universal, is trying to help folks plan your vaccine so that we all get together and can see our loved ones. So all you have to do is go to planyourvaccine.com, sign up for an interactive site, gives you all the vaccine information you'll need in one place so that when you get your appointment, you are ready to go.
So do you have, did you have a secret crush growing up, maybe in the public eye?
I did. I had a few, but I think the one that sort of trumps the rest was I used to by my bed when I was about 16, 17, I had a sort of glossy, picture quality, gloss finished photograph of Liv Tyler. Oh. And I used to give it a wee kiss before I went to sleep every night. And then, cut to, 15 years later, maybe, I'm in New York and I'm with a friend of mine who I'd worked with, and she's an actress, and she was like, I told her that story before, and then she's on the phone and she's acting funny and she's giggling, and then she hands me the phone, and it's Liv Tyler. And I speak to Liv Tyler on the phone, and I don't know if you know Liv Tyler, but she's got the sweetest voice in the world. Yeah. And she's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that's the sweetest thing." I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm having to deal with this and tell this woman that I used to kiss her face every night before I went to sleep." But she's very cool about it.
How is amazing. The best part of the whole story was your impersonation of her voice. But I hear you've actually written something to get the word out about Singles Awareness Day as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we should definitely, we need this, because I'm sick of this being just for people that are in love.
Exactly.
Valentine's Day it's a letdown. Let's see, how should the melody go? Let's see. Are you tired of sitting on your couch eating Pringles? Has been a while since your heart had a tingle.
Amen.
Don't be upset this Valentine's Day you're single. Just watch the Opry's 95th on NBC.
Fine.
How's that?
That one fits
that
me.
Work?
That one fits me quite well as well. I gotta say, we had your husband on the show a few weeks ago, and first of all, I hope he had fun, but also when you entered this screen, I've seen you in movies, but I was like, oh man, no, in real life, you really are that attractive, and it's way to go, Devon, way to go, Devon. You did well, sir. I was like, geez, you entered the screen, and I was like, is that what we were supposed to look like? I don't understand. Anyway, you are not only so beautiful, though, you're so talented. I love the films that you're in, and I love your spirit, and I love Devon. He was so awesome on the show. Did he have a good time?
Thank you. Yes, he definitely had a good time. He had a great experience. So I was so excited when I found out I get to come too.
I know. At one point, I want you both here. Because I think the dynamic would be funny. But he talked about how your relationship got better in quarantine. And that is, the opposite for my life and maybe a lot of other people. So do you feel the same, that it did get better?
Oh yeah, I do. Wow. It's weird because, because of our jobs, we're often ships passing in the night, and I'll be gone for, 3 months, 4 months, 7 months at a time. He'll visit when he can. He'll be gone for months at a time. So for us, it was a chance to just sit down, take a breather, take each other in, enjoy each other. I started cooking more. He started baking more. So we started cooking and baking together and listening to music. And we decided to get marriage counseling, just in the spirit of let's be proactive. Let's go look underneath the hood and see if there's anything that maybe hasn't been dealt with or that we can work through or whatever it is. And we did it for probably 5 or 6 months, and it was amazing. Just the things that you discover that, just the past traumas that you both have. And there's always an opportunity to just be proactive in the marriage and say, let's not just do something if something happens. Let's go do the work and make it as you know, as good as we can. So it was it's pretty amazing. It's definitely transformative, and
I think being proactive about it, that's amazing. Have you ever had any horrible lines used on you?
I had one really weird experience where I was just going to university, all with a new group of friends, and we were at a Freedom for Tibet rally, and this guy came over to me and he was like, I hated you. You were like way the worst Becky. I really like the other Becky better. And then he walked away, and I'm like, just trying to blend in with my new friends. And then he came back about an hour later and he goes, I just want to really apologize. I've just really always wanted to yell at an actor. So I'm super sorry. And then he walked away and my friend was like, I think he's actually hitting on you. And I was like, well, that's a very unique strategy.
What? They try to knock you down so they can bring you back up.
Yeah. Would you ever do the Bachelor or be the Bachelorette?
Oh, I would do The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. And let me tell you something. It'd be a whole different show if I do The Bachelor. Let me tell you, first of all them little young girls, they be hog-tied in the basement. Okay? And then our little first date, our little first date, let me tell you something. You wouldn't be giving me a rose. You'd give me a whole garden.
A garden?
Oh, yeah. You know, because I'm seasoned. Look.
Seasoned.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's for the season.
I came prepared, Kim. Kim, I came prepared for you.
Don't play, Mac. Don't play, because what a seasoned woman would do, I'll have you upstairs in that little room on our little date. Baby, after we do what we do.
I think she just went red room on you.
I did. Sure. You see that? I put out my little hot pot, little hot plate. I cook you some biscuits, some grits.
Wait, I want to go on a date with you now.
That's true. That's true. That's what we do. Fix you on up.
Oh my God, so please, somebody let her be the Bachelorette so I can see this. Yep, I'm still here, just waiting for you to subscribe. If you don't, I'll be trapped in this box forever.